Chapter 7 The Squancher's Gift. The Squancher didn't speak. He started through the eye hole, stared through the eye hole out the owl mask. "Help us, please," said Annie. The Squancher threw a rope into the pit. Jack grabbed it. "He wants to pull us up," said Annie. Jack looked up. The Squancher was gone. "Where did it go?" Jack said. "Tug up the rope," said Annie. Jack tugged. The rope tightened. It began to rise. It began rising. "I'll go first," said Annie cheerfully. "Annie, it isn't a game," warned Jack. "Don't worry, I'll be careful." Jack gave her the rope. "Okay, but hold on tight," he said. Annie held the rope with both hands. She pushed her feet against the side of the pit. She rose into the air with the rope. She kept pressing against the side of the pit until she reached the top. Jack saw the Squancher reappear to help Annie up. Then they moved out of the sight. Jack was puzzled. The Squancher had to use both hands to help Annie. So who held the other end of the rope? "Wow," came Annie's voice. "What's going on?" Jack wondered. The Squancher came back and threw the rope down again. Jack grabbed it. The rope started to rise. Jack held on tight. He stared up. His hands burned. His legs felt as if were being pulled out of their socket. But he kept his hold on the rope, and he fit against the side of the pit. At the top, the Squancher put Jack into the snowy ground. "Thanks," said Jack, standing. The Squancher was tall. He wore a long fur robe. Jack could see only his eyes through the owl mask. "Hey," Annie called. Jack turned. Annie was sitting on a woolly marathon. Squeak! Peanut was sitting on the marathon's head. The marathon looked like a giant elephant with shabby, reddish hair and long curved tusks. The other end of the rope was around the marathon's huge neck. "Lulu pulled us up," said Annie. "Lulu?" said Jack. "Don't you know she looks like a Lulu?" she said. "Oh, brother," said Jack. Jack walked to the marathon. "Hey, marathon starts with M," said Annie. "Maybe Lulu is a special thing." "I don't think so," said Jack. The greatest creature knelt down just like a circus elephant. "Whoa," said Annie. She cuddled to the marathon's ear and then clutched to the marathon's ear and keep from falling. The Squancher helped Jack climb onto the marathon. "Thanks," said Jack. Then the Squancher reached into the porch. He pulled out the smooth right bone and handed it to Jack. The bone was hollow, the 4 holes along the side, and 2 on the other. "Oh man, I think it's his flute," said Jack. The book said the flute's from the marathon bone. Jack tried to give the flute back to Squancher. "Nice," he said politely, but the Squancher had held up his hand. He wants you to keep the marathon bone," said Annie. "Marathon bone?" whispered Jack. "Hey, maybe this is the 3rd thing." Jack looked at the Squancher. "Do you know Morgan?" he asked. The Squancher didn't answer, but his eyes sparkled with kindness. He turned away from Jack and then untied the marathon's rope. Then he whispered in the ear of the giant woolly creature. Then the marathon stood up. Jack gripped Annie's coat to keep from falling. He felt miles above the ground. He nestled behind Annie in the deep between the marathon's head and huge curved back. The marathon took slow, puddly steps across the snow. They picked up speed. "Where are we going?" said Jack as they bumped up and down. "To the treehouse," said Annie. "How does he know where it is?" said Jack. "She just knows," said Annie. Jack looked back. The Swinster was standing in the snow, watching them. But the moment clouds parted and sun came out, Jack, quickly blinded by the sunlight on the snow, he couldn't see, but the marathon had vanished.